So I've set myself a challenge. Now that challenge is going to be making my first $1,000 online. Okay. Now this isn't going to be from a get rich quick scheme. This is not going to be from crypto because I just keep losing money in that anyway. So that's not going to happen anytime soon. This is going to be from my own SaaS that I've been building over the last few months. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I'm planning on doing that with the tools I'll be using, the strategy, and the mindset I'll be using to finally turn an idea into actual profits. And I've also noticed, so I can look at the screen here, that I actually look like a banana. Apologies for the outfit. I can't be asked to go and get changed, so you're going to have to put up with it. So before we get started, please hit the like button and please subscribe to this banana. Let's crack on. So $1,000, that's my number. That's my target. I could have picked $1 million, but let's be honest here, that's just not going to happen anytime soon, is it? So $1,000 is the first milestone that proves an idea works. It's small enough to be realistic, but not big enough to be completely stupid and unrealistic. I can't really sum it up any better than that. And for me, that $1,000 represents proof. It's proof enough that I can build something while still working my 9 to 5 that offers people value. Proof that I don't need a tech degree or venture capital to create something that people are willing to pay for. And honestly, at the moment, that matters more than the actual money itself. So how am I going to get to this $1,000? Well, over the last few months, I've been building my SaaS. If you've seen any of my earlier videos, you would know all about that. It's a YouTube A/B thumbnail and title tester. It's something that I've been building publicly. I've been shouting about it on X. I've been obviously mentioning it in my videos. Now, I wanted to build something that had previously been validated by someone else or another company. I could have gone down the whole create something completely unique, but that way I would need to validate it first, and to be perfectly honest, at this stage of the game, I want to get to that $1,000. It made more sense for me to make something that's already out there that people are paying for, but make it with a slight twist, which I'll reveal further down the road. But like I say, I know the idea is validated. I know it's a good idea. Okay, it's taken a bit longer than I would like, but that's how it happens sometimes. And the thing is, thumbnails are absolutely key to whether your video goes viral on YouTube or not. That slight different color of the text, for example, or a slight different image can essentially start a chain reaction where you start getting bombarded with views, and which then makes the whole thing go viral. So it's really important to make sure that you get your thumbnail correct, especially within the first 24, 48 hours. So that's essentially why I built this tool. And if you're planning on doing a SaaS for your first online digital business, I would suggest doing something similar, okay? Now, that's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor or business specialist in any sort of way, okay? That's a quick disclaimer for you. But I would suggest doing that because the idea is being validated. Just put a slight twist on it, make it cheaper, and just try and shave some of the profits off the big boys. Okay, you're not looking at competing with the next Facebook or the next X or anything like that. You just basically want to try and create something that's a validated idea already, just to see if you can generate some income. But if you do want to go down the completely new, completely unique idea, something that you've just come up with, then what I would suggest is that you go on Reddit, Facebook groups. What else is there? X. There's indie hackers. There's loads of places you can go where you can essentially. Did I say indie hackers? No, not indie hackers. There's another one, but anyway, I can't think of what that is. But go on Facebook groups, Reddit, and search in groups, and then basically see what people are talking about. That's a real problem. Okay, then that you're basically onto something straight away. Then you can basically build a landing page. Start small, don't go all in straight away. Say, promote the idea that you're going to be doing this, building this SaaS, try and create some buzz around it, maybe have a newsletter or sign up waiting list or something like that on the landing page, promote it. If it starts getting traction, then you can build it. If not, then just can the idea. Now, building wise, I've been using Lovable. Okay, it's absolutely brilliant. And I've mentioned that in previous videos before. Like I say, don't have to be a techie. I know very basic code. I know HTML and CSS and a tiny bit of JavaScript, but like I say, I would never be able to build what I'm building without AI. Okay, it's never going to happen. It's not that straightforward. Sometimes you run into a problem, but that's where ChatGPT and Claude can be really helpful, because you can use ChatGPT and Claude to create the prompts to fix errors or explain certain things in a way that maybe you can't do it. So because ChatGPT obviously is a lot more technical than you are on the subject of coding or building a SaaS. So it's a little top tip for you there. Use ChatGPT to do your prompts. Okay, trust me, it's so much easier, unless it's something basic like changing a font color or something like that. Okay, because you don't need ChatGPT to do that. I'm waffling again. There are others out there. There's what is there? Bubble, which is a drag and drop type thing. I think there is. Oh God, what's the other one? It's going to come to me in a minute. No, can't think of it. Anyway, I would personally just go straight to Lovable. It's like I say, I found it the best. It's easy to use, and you can get started with it straight away. So don't need a huge amount of money. I think you get 5 free credits per day. So you can essentially build a landing page on your 5 free credits. That's not difficult. So you can essentially get a landing page for free. But with Lovable, you can build something. You can build an MVP, or you can build something from start to finish and launch it, all without the help of a developer or someone that's got good technical knowledge on the subject. So we live in this day and age now, like I said, where non-techie people can build these things, and you've got to capitalize on it. Okay, so when my SaaS is finally finished, which is not far away, I'm hoping it's literally within a week. What's my plan going to be to get to that $1,000? Right, well, I'm heavily promoting it on X. I'm in a lot of the SaaS groups. I'm in building public groups. I'm in startup company groups, and I'm documenting the changes and the features as I'm building it in these groups. I'm trying to drive a bit of a buzz. It's free, it's organic. It makes sense to do that because I'm absolutely skint, so I've got no money. I can't spend any money on marketing, so I have to get it out there by trying to build an audience and essentially selling it to that audience. So, like I say, heavily promoting that on X. I'm going to do like a launch subscription, so half price. The normal price will be, there's 2 tiers, starter and a pro. The pro will be, I think, $29 a month. So I'm going to start with doing a $15 a month introduction price to try and try and get some feedback on the app, what, if anything, needs changes. And then that way I'll just reward the early subscribers or the early paying customers with a lifetime $15 subscription. That's the idea. So essentially I would need, 60, 75, my maths is dreadful, 60, 75 paying customers to get to that $1,000. Does that sound right? So I've noticed on X a lot recently, and I spend a lot of time on X because it's a great place to go if you're an indie SaaS developer. So it's a great place for people to come and share knowledge and share features, and they essentially just big up their product. I've noticed a lot of guys are posting their MRRs, with like a green sort of bar chart, because they all got set themselves targets like 10K a month, 20K a month, 30K a month. And that just drives, curiosity. So people are following them on X. They want to see them hit their target, and they're building their audience that way. So I'm going to jump on that. I've started, like I say, I'm building my audience as it is. As soon as I launch my SaaS, I will start doing that as well. Hopefully that will drive a bit of curiosity, get people involved. And I will share my progress on YouTube as well. I'll do some updates on it. I'll do some feature videos. I'm going to actually start my own CTR Loop channel on YouTube as well, which will just be me essentially chatting about the features on CTR Loop and just general growing on YouTube. I've noticed that vidIQ do that, and they have a lot of success with it. If something's working for someone, jump on the bandwagon. Okay, don't be afraid to think, oh, if they're doing it, I can't do that as well. That's what everyone does in this space. You have to, if something is working, you have to jump on it. Okay, because the chances are, if you don't do that and you battle against it, then you're just going to end up with absolutely jack shit. at the end of the day. And, we're here to make money. We're here to change our lives, make everything for the better. So don't be ashamed to copy someone else's strategy by, like I say, jumping on the bandwagon. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this video up now. I'm going down with a cold, so I don't feel particularly great. So I'm sorry if my enthusiasm hasn't been particularly that great in this video. I've had a day at work as well, which doesn't help, to be honest, but it just fuels my enthusiasm to do this, okay, to do the YouTube videos, to build my SaaS, so I can eventually just live the life of luxury like we all want to do, okay? That's the plan, to retire early, enjoy time with our family, go on holidays, drive a Lambo. It's going to happen, guys, okay? It's going to happen. Look, I hope you got some sort of value from this video. This is my plan. This is what I'm going to do. Like I say, $1,000 is a realistic target. $1,000 is drop in the ocean. It's peanuts, really, compared to what a lot of these people are making. $1,000 is nothing. So whether it takes me 2 months to get there or 12 months, I'm going to do it. And I think I've built a product that can do it. So it'll be a watch this space. I've shown you exactly how I plan on getting it out there because I don't have any money. So the fun with all these things is that social media is the best way to have growth. If you don't have any capital, just social media. We've been blessed with this technology and this sort of marketing platform, so capitalize on it. Okay, so drop a comment in the comments section. There's a video up above. I haven't even planned on what video that's going to be yet, but it's going to be a great one. So check that out, and I shall see you all soon. Hopefully not dressed like a banana and not having a stinking cold. See you soon.